The universe is a vast and mysterious place, filled with wonders and enigmas that have fascinated humanity for millennia. We have made incredible strides in understanding its origins and its workings, from the Big Bang to the intricate dance of galaxies. But some mysteries remain. One such mystery lies in how it all ends. The end of the universe is a topic that has intrigued scientists, philosophers, and theologians alike. Many cultures and religions have pondered the end of times. Islam is no exception. It offers a rich tapestry of thought on this subject, woven with intricate details and profound insights. Central to this is the concept of signs. These signs, categorized as major and minor, offer glimpses into the unfolding of this grand narrative. The minor signs, often subtle and gradual, point towards a larger shift in the universe. They are like whispers of change, hinting at what is to come. This essay explores the minor signs of the end times in Islam, delving into their meanings and implications. These signs, often subtle and gradual, point towards a larger shift in the universe. They are not meant to inspire fear, but to encourage reflection and contemplation. They are not meant to inspire fear, but to encourage reflection. They prompt us to examine our lives and our place in the grand scheme of things. These signs prompt us to examine our lives and our place in the grand scheme of things. They remind us that this world is temporary, a fleeting moment in the vast expanse of time. They remind us that this world is temporary. They urge us to prepare for the one that lies beyond, a realm of eternal significance. They urge us to prepare for the one that lies beyond. In understanding these signs, we gain a deeper appreciation for the journey of life and the ultimate destination that awaits us. Many minor signs relate to a decline in morality and ethics. These signs are not just isolated incidents, but are becoming more frequent and widespread, affecting various aspects of our daily lives. We find mention of increased dishonesty, greed, and violence. These issues are often highlighted in the media, showing a society grappling with its darker impulses. There's talk of people losing sight of compassion and empathy. The sight of a homeless person being ignored is a stark reminder of how disconnected we've become from each other's struggles. These signs paint a picture of a world consumed by material pursuits. Shopping malls and luxury car dealerships symbolize a society that values wealth and possessions over human connection. It's a world where spiritual values have eroded. Places of worship stand empty, and religious texts gather dust, indicating a shift away from spiritual and moral guidance. These signs resonate deeply with our current times. The modern city skyline and people absorbed in their phones reflect a society that is constantly connected yet increasingly isolated. We see a rise in conflict and injustice around the world. From war-torn areas to riot scenes, the prevalence of violence and unrest is a troubling sign of our times. We witness a growing disparity between the rich and the poor. The stark contrast between lavish mansions and slums highlights the widening gap in wealth and opportunity. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, speaks about these times. It offers wisdom and guidance on how to navigate the moral and ethical challenges we face. It warns against the dangers of greed and corruption. The images of corrupt politicians and businessmen serve as a reminder of the moral pitfalls that can lead society astray. It emphasizes the importance of justice and compassion. Acts of charity and community gatherings show that there is still hope for a more just and compassionate world. The hadith, the sayings and traditions of Prophet Muhammad, also offer guidance. They provide practical advice on how to live a life of integrity and kindness. They remind us to uphold truth even when it's difficult. Speaking truth to power and standing up for what is right are essential virtues in these challenging times. They urge us to be kind to our fellow human beings. Acts of kindness and support can make a significant difference in a world that often feels harsh and uncaring. These teachings offer a path forward. They provide a roadmap for building a more compassionate and just society. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, hope remains. The light breaking through the clouds symbolizes the enduring power of hope and resilience. We have the power to choose compassion over indifference. Simple acts of kindness can help bridge the divides that separate us. We can choose justice over oppression. By standing up for what is right, we can create a more equitable and just world for all. The minor signs also point towards significant societal shifts, indicating changes in the way we live and interact with each other. There's mention of time passing more quickly, a reflection of our fast-paced lives where moments seem to slip away faster than ever. People will be preoccupied with building taller structures, symbolizing our relentless pursuit of progress and development. There's talk of an abundance of food, but a lack of blessings in it, suggesting that material wealth does not necessarily equate to true prosperity. These signs highlight a world obsessed with progress and consumption, where the pursuit of more has become a central theme in our lives. It's a world where the sacred is often forgotten as spiritual practices and places of worship are neglected in favor of material pursuits. These signs serve as a stark reminder, urging us to pause and reflect on the direction our society is heading. They remind us that true progress is not just about material wealth, but also about nurturing our inner selves and finding peace within. Real progress encompasses spiritual and moral growth, fostering connections with our community and loved ones. It's about striving to be better human beings, showing kindness and compassion in our daily interactions. It's about building a world based on justice and compassion, where fairness and empathy guide our actions. The signs encourage us to reassess our priorities, to look beyond the superficial and seek what truly matters. They urge us to seek a deeper meaning in life, to connect with nature and the world around us. They remind us that true fulfillment comes from connecting with something larger than ourselves, finding our place in the vast universe. The natural world, too, plays a role in the narrative of the end times. There's mention of increased natural disasters. Earthquakes, floods, and famines are said to become more frequent. Some see these events as punishments from a wrathful God, but this interpretation is incomplete. Islam teaches that God is merciful and compassionate. These events are not about punishment, but about balance. The natural world operates according to a delicate equilibrium. When we disrupt this balance through greed and exploitation, there are consequences. These events serve as a wake-up call. They remind us of our interconnectedness with the natural world. They urge us to act as stewards of this planet. They remind us that our actions have far-reaching consequences. Section 5. The lack of a single narrative. It's important to remember that there's no single, universally accepted interpretation of these signs. Different Islamic scholars and schools of thought offer varying perspectives. Some interpretations focus on the literal aspects of these signs. Others emphasize their symbolic and metaphorical meanings. This diversity of thought highlights an important aspect of Islamic tradition. It's a tradition that encourages critical thinking and interpretation. It doesn't shy away from complex questions. It encourages believers to engage with these signs thoughtfully and critically. It reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a lifelong journey. Section 6. The importance of interpretation. The lack of a single narrative also serves as a reminder against dogmatism. It cautions us against blindly following any one interpretation. It encourages us to approach these matters with humility and an open mind. The true message of these signs lies not in predicting the future with certainty. It lies in their ability to inspire introspection and positive change. They urge us to confront the challenges of our time with wisdom and compassion. They remind us that we have a responsibility to make the world a better place. This message is timeless and universal. Section 7. Moral and spiritual lessons for today. The minor signs offer profound moral and spiritual lessons. They remind us that this life is fleeting. Our time on this earth is precious. We should use it wisely. We should strive to live lives filled with purpose and meaning. These signs encourage us to focus on what truly matters. They remind us that our legacy will be determined by our deeds, not our possessions. They call upon us to leave the world a better place than we found it. They inspire us to build a future where justice, compassion, and peace prevail. Section 8. Conclusion. Reflecting on our place in time. The minor signs of the end times in Islam offer a unique window into the human condition. They encourage us to reflect on our place in the universe. They remind us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. These signs are not meant to be feared. They are meant to inspire us. They are a call to action, urging us to live lives of meaning and purpose. They remind us that even as the universe unfolds according to its own grand design, we have the power to choose how we respond. We can choose to face the future with fear or with hope. The choice ultimately is ours.